So we continue chatting to the good folk at the after party here for the 130th birthday bash at the Espy. Zamo from Premier Artists joining me. How are you, mate?
Fantastic.
You enjoying yourself tonight?
Well lubed at this stage.
Well lubed? I think we're all well lubed.
Rock City, well lubed.
Did you enjoy the dinner?
Had a great time.
What went down at the dinner? Because cameras weren't allowed in there.
I actually had a dodgy prawn. It was fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was cold but delicious.
All right. Well, we were talking to Boxy before, the Tex Perkins and the Ladyboys manager, about a fantastic meal he had here. That goes against the grain, but what's your favourite story from the Espy?
I've had so many fantastic times here. I've actually seen so many fantastic bands.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like such an institution.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt that when you talk about Melbourne, you talk about the Espy, and that's the place to see, you know, not only up and coming, but, you know, Melbourne's finest, you know, achievements, you might want to say, you know. It's without doubt one of the centrifuge of Melbourne's rock and roll haunts, you know, and it's without doubt you can come here and see hip hop, rock, you know, just about anything that you want to see, and it's a testament to all the people that run the place, and you know, not only the bookers that put the bands into it, but actually, you know, the actual music fans. You know, it's so accessible. It's a beautiful location and great people, great food. You know, everything about it's just fantastic.
And they filmed Rockwiz here as well.
Rockwiz, and you know, it's actually fantastic that, and I kind of feel a bit, you know, a little bit crazy. It drives me a bit nuts that the only television show that has live music is Rockwiz in Australia, which is televised live music with up-to-date bands that actually, you know, have product out and have a live audience, and it's the only place that you can actually see a band, and it happens at the Gershon Room.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. I mean, that's the nucleus of Melbourne, you know, and it happens in the Gershon Room.
And the 130th Espy birthday bash, and joining me is James Young. I would have to say one of the icons of Melbourne music. How are you, my friend?
I'm sensational, man. Lovely to be here. 130 years. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Now, you know, we've been talking to people about best gig they've seen here. A lot of people are saying things that they've done wrong, like cartwheels into cigarette machines, knocking themselves out, and all sorts of crazy stuff. What about yourself? What comes to mind when you think about the Espy?
Oh, very good question. I mean, I think about the support that the Espy has given the young Melbourne bands or Australian bands over its history. I'm thinking in particular of one of my all-time favourite Melbourne bands called the Powder Monkeys, like a three-piece punk band who are one of the greatest rock and roll bands ever, who never really made it, but the Esplanade Hotel gave them a lot of fantastic opportunities. They played in the front bar here many times with Tim Hemmersley and John Nolan, and just thinking about seeing that great rock and roll band for free with 100 or 200 other true rock and roll fans, just embracing Melbourne rock and roll music and the togetherness and tribal connection that you can feel when you watch great music. Sounds like a small thing to mention, but that band, this venue, and that connection is one of the things that makes this such an important venue. And of course, the other thing about the Espy, which we need to remember, is it came very close to being knocked over about 10 years ago, because big developers came in and they're developing important big structures behind us, and for a moment there, the 120-year history, 130-year history of the Espy was going to be wiped out by a big fuck ugly bloody monstrosity where people could live. But thankfully, the people of St Kilda and the people of Melbourne got behind preserving the Espy for what it represents, and it survived. And I think all the people behind us who live there now realise that this, not them, represents the true heart of what St Kilda and Melbourne's all about.
I'm pretty sure the people that live behind the Espy right now probably come here at least 4 days a week now that they've moved in.
Yeah, 100%. And we'll be keeping them up tonight if we have the chance, Ben.
Well, I'm going to give it a red hot go. Maybe we should go back to that bar and have another drink.
Yeah, 100%. It's a rare privilege to be here. Lots of interesting Melbourne people, and you know, there's the beautiful St Kilda Bay out there. Is there a better place? I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world right now than right here with Ben on Melbourne Rock City.
Yeah, all right, so we've come upstairs to the band room here at the top of the Espy, 130th birthday. I think this is what we call post-drinks. Tex and Gus joining us. How are you, gentlemen?
Very well. Amazing.
Amazing. Great, you know, the set. Top 5 weird songs? Like, is this how you picked them?
No, but a couple of the songs that we did play, I believe, are in the top 5 creepiest songs ever written.
Molly had something to say about that. Did you hear that? He's like, no, it's not. No, that's not top 5 weed.
Yeah, he must know a lot more creepy songs than I do.
I would imagine so.
Because Molly knows them all, and he's done them all too.
I believe you have.
Yeah. You'll see the front, I don't know, probably, do you reckon it's going to make the front page tomorrow, or just the front page of the social pages, me kissing Meldrum?
Possibly, but it all depends on whether Ruby Rose, that random TV presenter up in Sydney, decides to kiss another famous chick before tonight ends.
Well, it's a bit like that.
It is.
But it's a little bit the same. Because everyone knows one of those chicks is a lesbian.
Yeah, totally.
But they didn't know the other one was.
Right.
A bit like me and Meldrum.
What,
Everyone knows I'm a poofter, but they didn't know.
They're not too sure about Molly. Mate, you might, whether you played a good set or a bad set, something was going on there, because you don't often see Molly dance on a floor and take his fucking hat off in front of everybody. Did you see that go down?
I didn't see the hat off.
I saw it come off. Well, I said, and let me take your hat off instead of hair down.
Yeah.
And he took it off, but I didn't actually get a good, look at it. I just saw the silhouette of Meldrum's dome.
Was it a shiny dome, or was it?
Well, as I say, I didn't see any detail at all. It's just a silhouette.
Well, I was, lucky enough to stand at the back, and I saw a bit, but not as much hair gone as I expected.
Like you're bald underneath that.
I certainly am. This is why I wear hats, mate. That's fair, that's a fair call. I'll cop that one.
The fact that you keep the hair at the side too, like.
Well, you got to. I
love that sort of.
Well, thanks, mate. That's that's lovely. That's lovely. So where are we going to see you boys head on this number 1s and number 2s tour?
I don't know. It depends on where you are.
Well, I can come. I can come with and have a few drinks, but I don't know. I don't think I'm your style. I don't think I can drink enough.
Well, all I'm saying is you're going to see us in Melbourne, aren't you? Because you're in Melbourne.
Yes, we're in Melbourne right now. I'll see you in.
Play at the Crown Casino. The room is called the Palms, I believe. That's where you're going to check us out.
Yeah, I'll go check him out at the Palms. Why not? Hell yeah. Are we going to head? Are you going to, maybe play something down at the?
Is this national television?
This is, mate. This is internet. This is wherever you want to. Wherever you want.
Really? This is the internet. Oh, I think I'm peaking.
All right, guys. I think we might call it at that. Thank you, Gus Tex, for joining us. And if you want to check out any information on the lads, texperkins.net. Go say good day to them.
Straight to the web.
Straight to the web right now. Yeah.
Amazing.
Look.
Right there.
Look at it.
Just point like that. Right there. Melbourne Rock City. Tex Perkins, Gus. Thank you, boys.